Hello, everybody. It is Carrie, the me in FHB and me. I am coming to you live this morning with your life lesson from this Not So Secret Gardener. So I don't know what the weather's like in your part of the world, but this morning, actually overnight, a big cold front blew in. And it is about 40-mile-an-hour winds outside with the wind chill in the 30s. And so I woke up this morning and I grabbed my cup of coffee and I looked outside, and for some reason I immediately started thinking about the things that I can't do. Like I couldn't go for a walk, I couldn't go out and do some work in my garden that I needed to do. And I just kind of, for some reason, immediately went negative, which is actually not typically like me, but maybe the coffee hadn't kicked in yet. So I sat down and I started doing my morning journal time. And one of the stories I read this morning was talking about a guy who was put in prison into solitary confinement and was awaiting his execution. And instead of thinking about all the things that he couldn't do, he spent his time writing letters of encouragement to his friends. And I just had this aha moment that, sometimes we're in a season where there are those things that we just can't do, right? Maybe you're in a big momming season and there are things you can't do when you have a toddler. Or maybe you're in a retirement season and there are things that you just aren't able to do in the same way that maybe you could in a different season. But maybe instead of focusing on the things that we can't do, why don't we focus on the things that we can do? There is something to do that will lead to your growth in every single season. Stormy, sunny, cold, hot, all of those things. There's something we can do. And it may not be the thing we want to do in that moment, but there are things that we can do in every season that will be good for us, good for our growth, and good for others. So focus on the good things you can do in the season that you are in, because you know what? The season may be a short one, but it might be a long one too. So find a good place in there. So that is your life lesson from this Not So Secret Gardener. I am heading in to go get my hair cut and colored. I'm not going to hold it too close because the grays are crazy out of control. So until Monday, blessings and blooms from FHB, and of course especially me. Bye y'all.